What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt Deville with Counterpunched Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Tyson Fury, Oleksandr Usyk, and Frank Warren. Get this, according to Frank Warren, his reaction to Oleksandr Usyk's signing with Skill Challenge, he states, all Usyk is interested in getting a big payday and fighting for big paydays in Saudi Arabia. I don't blame him for that. I understand that, but don't make it that Tyson is the greedy person. You go to Saudi Arabia because they are going to pay a lot of money, and that's what it is. He continued, if you're getting paid 3 or 4 times the amount of money, whether you want to call it greed, good business, or whatever, that's not down to Tyson Fury. That's the reason he didn't want to fight Tyson in the UK. And lastly, we offered him that fight over the summer, and we kept it very quiet. We haven't banged on about it, and in the interim period, Usyk never came back with anything. Those are the words of Frank Warren, and let me counterpunch. First off, it wasn't greed that consumed Oleksandr Usyk. You know, it's crazy how Frank is trying to say the only reason Oleksandr Usyk didn't fight Tyson Fury in the UK is because he wanted the Saudi money. If that was the case, Oleksandr Usyk wouldn't have sent his manager or promoter over to the UK to bang out a deal in the UK. There would have never been any point of him doing that, okay? There wouldn't have been any point of him trying to negotiate with Tyson Fury that only wanted to do shit his way, okay? And when Tyson Fury vowed not to get in negotiations, his father spilled the beans, said it's only 30-70, and who regurgitated that? Tyson Fury, a guy that promised that he wouldn't get into business negotiation, is on the same interview. His father spilt it. So you're telling me that your fighter, Frank, wanted 70% of a pot, 70 out of 100% away from a fighter, and you call the other fighter that's accepting 30% greedy? People, you can't make this shit up. And now since he's signed with Saudi Arabia, they're trying to say, oh, well, that's what he wanted all along. That's why he didn't want the UK money. Well, if he didn't want the UK money, he wouldn't have wasted all that time fucking with you in the first place. And Saudi Arabia, I don't blame him either for wanting the ideal money, because he's had that money and earned that money in the UK. Probably the biggest payday that he has. So he knows by knowledge and by faith that money is there, okay? And Frank knows it too. You know, that's why he didn't want to fight him in the UK. I mean, who would want to fight anybody in the UK when you know there's no guarantee like the one that you just left, which your fighter supposedly asked for $120 million because of whatever they offered him. He didn't want. They blamed it on a bullshit stadium if they were going to do this and that. And then Tyson Fury and Bob Arum and Frank Warren decided to take this whole outfit to the UK. That's what happened. Oleksandr Usyk already agreed to that money. So if that's what it is, that's what it was. But it wasn't because he was greedy, Frank. It was because he just wanted to get the deal done so he can fight for undisputed. Nobody takes 30% and you turn around and call him greedy. You can't bullshit the world, Frank. I know what they're trying to do over there, and it's not going to work. Tyson Fury's name is still in shit. People all around him, including yourself, is making shit up, just like Shane. I have another video coming about Shane that's telling some of the truth and then trying to cover it up with lies, which I don't understand. But this is just more of the same stuff, okay? See, Frank Warren knows now I have a blame because Oleksandr Usyk has signed a deal with Saudi Arabia. So that's his easy way of saying, hey, guess what? That's what he wanted to do all along. See, guys, see what he's doing? But it was Tyson Fury after that. 30% was agreed on. He wanted to make up other bullshit that had nothing to do with the task or the hurdles at hand for getting the fight done. And let me leave you guys with this. Frank mentions, oh, well, we tried to offer the deal to him. We tried to offer him the deal in the summer, and he had no response. Yes, Frank. Why would he respond to you when he's already in negotiations with a guy that you promote? You already promote Daniel Dubois, so you know damn well he's not going to back out of that fight because Daniel Dubois is not backing out. You're not convincing Daniel Dubois to take step aside. You're not convincing Team Usyk to allow a step aside for Daniel Dubois. None of that's been talked about, is it? No, it's not. That's what you do. That's the normal protocol when it comes to a unified champion defending his belts when it up against compared to an opportunity to fight for undisputed. Okay, that's what you do. You set the guy that's the mandatory to the side and you offer him a step aside deal. Okay, that's what happened. And he knows more than anybody because that's his fighter, people. Daniel Dubois is promoted by Frank Warren. No ifs and buts about it. Okay, that's how it goes. That's what he does. So now he wants to let you know, oh, we offered him a deal over the summer. But then you already know this summer that deal is getting ironed out with a fighter that you already promote. So stop the shit, Frank. So I don't know what any legitimacy comes from. I just think it's trying to do more damage control, trying to save face from Tyson Fury because they've known from the comments for the masses that the people's champion is now Oleksandr Usyk, not Tyson Fury. Whereas Tyson Fury supposed to be the A side. But he's always seeming to lie about what he offers people or lie about what people asked him or requested from him, like Andy Ruiz. Remember that? So how the hell are we supposed to believe him? More importantly, how the hell are we supposed to believe you? Because you are the one that promotes a guy that claims all these people are overbidding themselves, but you guys can't seem to get money to these other guys to show that you are the legitimate A side. That makes no sense to me at all. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Frank Warren's spiel on Oleksandr Usyk accepting the skills challenge guaranteed contract. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.